What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about Coinbase, as they have recently filed for a IPO. So this is very interesting. As we know, Coinbase is directly connected to cryptocurrencies, digital currencies. So this could be kind of a move to kind of symbolize, or can be symbolic of a sense of where the future may be going, as far as how much, cryptocurrencies or digital currencies will be involved in our lives, like in our real life. Now, before we get into that, guys, be sure to like and subscribe. Stick around. On this channel, I like to talk about money, love to talk about investing, love to talk about how you can succeed, whether you have a lot of money or whether you don't have a lot of money, you can still have financial success. So now back to Coinbase and its IPO. So this is pretty interesting, and I think it might actually be just pretty cool. Now, personally, I use Coinbase. So I've used Coinbase for a number of years now. And if you don't know what Coinbase is, it's a digital currency exchange. So basically, they're the largest cryptocurrency exchange out right now. There are other exchanges and wallets, things like Binance and things like that, but Coinbase is by far the largest. Now, Coinbase is not the same as your Robinhood, is not the same as that, but understand the differences. So a lot of times when people look at Bitcoin, they're looking to make money and they're looking to trade Bitcoin. Now, I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with trading Bitcoin if that's what you're looking to do, but that's just not how it was created. So Bitcoin is a exchange, or any of the other cryptocurrencies, they're meant to be, an exchange. So it's basically just like a currency. And so when you look on Robinhood, for example, you're not necessarily getting that currency factor where you can use it. So what you would need to be able to use Bitcoin is like you would need a wallet. Now, companies like that, they maybe could get into these things, a little down the line, but as of right now, like Robinhood, for example, that's not what you're getting. Nevertheless, that's really what cryptocurrency was created for, as a currency, a digital currency, a way for you to be able to, you can save money, store money, and pay for things, not necessarily trade. But this is what people do, and some people do a little bit of both, and you have some people that use, one more than the other. Because as time has come, there are places that do accept, Bitcoin payments. Bitcoin is the most popular one, so there are many places that accept that. So now, if you think Coinbase is going to do well in the stock market, so it kind of goes to one or two things. If you like cryptocurrencies and you believe in it, or if you don't. But the reality of it is that it's here. But it is inevitable that we will probably see more and more things happening with digital currency, especially when we have our governments getting involved behind the scenes. Because understand that our governments, they don't necessarily like, cryptocurrencies like the way it is, because there's no really rules or regulations. Now, years ago, don't know if you guys may remember, if you were paying attention, governments were getting all these companies like Coinbase to, turn over information, because people were making a lot of money when Bitcoin would run up. And, the government didn't like that, because they didn't necessarily have any regulations or rules around it. So people could, put money in through Coinbase and could make hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of dollars, which people did. And then they could take the money out. There's no way to track it. There's nothing to say that, oh, they made this amount of money from it. So the government didn't like that. So they stepped in and started to ask these companies for, their data, to which I believe we'll start to see our government start to move more, trying to get more data for these companies. Because, one of the things that governments across our entire world don't like is when they can't control something. And when they don't have no power, they don't like that. So of course, they're going to try to put a lot of rules and regulations around it. And they're going to say, hey, have at it. Make as much money as you want. Just make sure you pay your taxes. Just make sure we get our due, etc. Now, the interesting thing with cryptocurrencies, that one of the things that we have to pay attention to is that, how we will use it in the future. Let's say if you're looking to buy something, with cryptocurrency, like what rate is it bought at? And what I mean by that is this. So if I have $1 US, and so if Bitcoin was supposed to be a currency, for example, if I put $1 into Bitcoin, then let's say Bitcoin was $1 when I put $1 into it. Bitcoin is now $23,000. So that now $1 is $23,000. So they're no longer the same. So if I take any money out, that $1 is now $22,999 more than what it was worth from the time that I put it in. So are things going to be paid for, or how will it be correlated? Will it work on the conjunction of the US dollar, or will it be on conjunction of the digital currency and how would that work, because you have such variance when things move up and down. So you could put $1 in, and then there can be something that's, cost $1, but then if the Bitcoin goes down, that dollar is no longer worth $1. Well, will that price be also changed to reflect the variations that happen in cryptocurrency? Now, I know that might be a lot to think about what I just said, but those are some things that, if not thought about, we may have issues with cryptocurrency. But all in all, we're going to see more with digital coins. I definitely believe that we'll see more and more of these different things. It looks inevitable at this point. There's so much money in it. And like I said, I use Coinbase, I use the platform, so I'm definitely not going to bet against it. Now, no one knows what the future holds, so we don't know the time, nor the hour that, Coinbase or Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and all these things will blow up, as everybody's always predicting. Hey, next week, hey, it's about to explode. We don't know. And so because of that, you can't necessarily say, how things may go in the future, but we do know that digital coins, digital currencies and things like that will be a part of it. So Coinbase having their IPO just means that they're, kind of setting tone, kind of putting themselves in position to say, hey, we're here to stay. This is real. This is happening, and it's happening right now. So I'm very interested to see what happens when Coinbase actually goes public. Of course, what we know what will happen with companies when they do go and have their IPOs, we know that the CEOs and early investors, they're definitely going to make a lot of money from the IPO. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about Coinbase going public, and if you even have any thoughts about cryptocurrency, state how you feel in the comments. But all right, as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.